Welcome to the third ballet I will be talking about in Ballet Marvel. This week I will be talking about The Sleeping Beauty, which I think it's one of the ballets a lot of people are aware of, even if they haven't seen any production of it. It's a pretty famous ballet. It's been performed for years, and yeah, I enjoy it. I like it. For a ballet based on a fairy tale, it's really good. For a ballet in general, it's really good. Um, so I will be discussing the Royal Ballet's production of The Sleeping Beauty, which is streaming on Marquee TV. I believe there's only one streaming on Marquee TV, but I could be mistaken. So The Sleeping Beauty. They should call it. They should just call it Caraboss because she steals the show. Um, she is the unapologetic villain, and I talked about her a bit in the Kristen McNally video. Um, you need to see this ballet if just for her, cause God, she's fun to watch. Um, Caraboss is such a fantastic villain. She is unapologetically wicked, and she has absolutely no redeeming qualities. Like, you kind of have to remind yourself this is a bad guy. This is a bad woman. Um, because she's very magnetic, even though she's terrible. Um, I mean, she curses an infant because she wasn't invited to a party. People, I'm petty. I fully admit I have a petty side. Even I wouldn't do that. Even I have limits. Caraboss does not have any limits. Um, I absolutely love the ballet fairies, and there are ballet fairies all over the Sleeping Beauty. So, surprised that I love it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I really wish I knew what it was about with me and ballet fairies. I love them. I think they're cool. I think they're fun. They're just, I don't know. They're fun to watch, and they always have really great costumes. Fairies in ballet always have like the best costumes. The colors can be a little off sometimes, but still, the design is usually gorgeous. Um, so the play starts out with what is it? I think it's the christening of Aurora, the princess. And so, you have all the nobles, and then you have all the nobles are there to give their blessings and gifts, and very lavish party, king and queen, whole nine yards. And then the fairies come to bestow upon her, like, a good future, I think. Because, yeah, one predicts she'll be very beautiful, one predicts she'll be she'll have a beautiful voice. I think one says she'll be a good dancer. That would follow with it being a ballet. Um, and then I love that there's like this moment where I think it's one of the servants realizes, oh shit, we forgot to invite Caraboss, and tells the king, and the king's obviously pissed, and everybody's like, okay, be cool, be cool. Maybe she won't notice. Yeah, she won't notice. Um, so these giant fucking rats, um, they precede Caraboss's entrance. The giant rats are so fun to watch. I love the fucking giant rats. They're awesome. They're very creepy looking, but they're very funny. Like, like, so Caraboss surrounds herself with rats. Obviously, a villain needs to surround herself with rats. Side note, I really fucking love rats in real life. They're adorable and they're sweet, and come on, they're ticklish. How can you not like an animal that's ticklish? But anyhow, these are giant fucking rats. These are giant human-sized rats. So they precede Caraboss entering, and they're like dancing around like, and it's so funny the way they dance. They're so obviously saying, "You fucked up. You fucked up." It's like, and they're kind of like partying, like, ha ha ha, you fucked up. Now you're gonna get it. And everybody's like trying to be like, Oh, it was totally a mistake. Um, Carvas enters on this like really elaborate uh I'm gonna call it a sled. I know there's a different term for it though, but it's a sled, which is pulled by rats. And she does like a circle around the stage, and she is side eyeing the king and queen the entire fucking time. Like she goes all the way around them, and her eyes do not like she just side eyes them. If you're on the internet a lot and you're aware of the Luigi death stare, it's like that, but way more fucking effective. Like she's just side eyeing them, and then when the sled finally comes to a stop, she gets out and she just has this air of regalness about her. Like she is somebody you do not fuck with. Like, and yeah, so everybody tries to be like, hey, it was pretty fucked up what they did, but innocent baby, please don't take it out on her. And Carvas is like, fuck all of you, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And she curses she curses Aurora because it's like, you know what, your parents didn't invite me to a party, so fuck you too. So yeah, Aurora is cursed, but there's a fairy who says she won't die like Carabas has foretold. She'll just fall into a very deep sleep until a prince comes to wake her with true love's kiss or something along those lines, until true love comes and wakes her up, that kind of thing. I really wish I cared more about the storyline, but I don't. I love the choreography. Just standard fairy tale fare isn't particularly my cup of tea. That being said, I do love the dancers and what they bring to the role, to their roles. They're the ones who really make me care about these characters. So yeah, life goes on. Curse comes to pass. Aurora's cursed. Aurora pricks her finger on a needle, a spinning needle. I'm sorry, I do not know. I don't know the exact term of it. I don't know the proper term of it, but pricks her finger, falls into his deep sleep. We all know the story. And then the prince comes and wakes her up, and Carabas is defeated, and then giant fucking wedding happens. So this is standard fairy tale fare. And again, the ballets that put on the Sleeping Beauty do run into the issue that they run into with Cinderella, whereas it's a very simple story with very few characters, so they have to make up more roles for the dancers. They don't go weird. They don't go weird in the same way with Cinderella. What they do, which I love, is they have a giant fucking wedding where like they tell Aurora and the prince stories. So it's fucking great. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the '90s version, but the 90s version, my best friend had the best description for the wolf from Red Riding Hood. She's like, what, did he just take all the ribbons from the maypole and just stick it on himself? The wedding has some amazing costumes. Like, you want to talk weird fucking dance costumes? The wedding of the Sleeping Beauty has the most amazing costumes. Some are beautiful and some are just fucking off the wall bizarre. And I love it. As mentioned, the Sleeping Beauty I saw had Alexander Campbell as the Bluebird. I love the Bluebird story. It's very light and pretty, and dancers jump and their feet do that, and I like it. They have Red Riding Hood. They have the Black Cat and the White Cat. That is one of my favorite ballet dances of all time. I love the kind of like strange, kind of eerie music, and the people playing the cats always get like really into it, and it's delightful. I love it. Carol, who made the Helms, who made this beautiful helm, um, recommends the Royal Ballet's production from the 90s, which I believe Aurora's played by Vivian Durante. I'm not saying that right, and I do apologize for that. Um, but the way Carol describes it, it's a pastel goth nightmare fever dream. And having seen a few clips of it, she's not wrong. It looks amazing, and I have to see it. I have to see it. Um, oh my god, the fairies look just awesome. They're pastel goth nightmares. It's fucking great. Um, the Sleeping Beauty also has one of my all-time favorite lifts, which the Royal Ballet used in a lot of its advertising. And that's where the prince, I forget how they get into it. Again, this is where my lack of knowledge kind of fucking sucks. Um, so it's just the Aurora and the prince have a pas de deux, and I'm not that crazy about pas de deux. Um, Basically, she ends up like he's holding her, and she ends up with her face kind of like down toward the floor. Like her face gets so close to the floor, and her legs are like pointed out, and it's a gorgeous lift, and it is an impressive lift because god damn, that takes a lot of training to pull off. And yeah, if nothing else, this ballet is worth watching for that lift. Um, so yeah, the Royal Ballet's The Sleeping Beauty is, I believe, the Marquee TV just got another production by the Royal Ballet of The Sleeping Beauty, but so there's one or two productions on Marquee TV that are streaming on Marquee TV, and it's definitely worth a look. So, yeah, thanks.